All right, welcome back. I think one of the worst things that can happen to a person is that they get to the end of their lives and they realize that they didn't live up to the potential of who they could be. And at that point, they often become resentful of the world and ultimately of themselves. I mean, they get angry about what the world did to them. They have this kind of nasty attitude that is either very apparent or just kind of peeks out every once in a while. But really, that's all. Their anger and resentment towards the world is a reflection of themselves. And like I said, that all comes from not living up to who they could be. And I think this is one of the biggest problems that we have nowadays and may have always had among humans. And it's one of the biggest problems that's absolutely preventable. I spoke about this topic in part 1, which I'll leave in the description, where I think I laid the foundation for the idea. But now I want to talk about how you can actually make a counterattack on that big problem and make sure it never becomes a problem in your life. So, really, you need to start off by developing a why, a vision for who you could be. If you don't do this, the world is going to funnel you into a couple different avenues. The 3 biggest of which are college, the military, or a dead-end job. And you're going to stray down those paths because you're following everyone else's opinion. It's what's popular. It gives a facade of a good path towards success. Each one of those avenues gives off that facade, but I think it's the worst with college specifically, because you think, well, if I spend 4 years or more getting this degree, I get all these classes done, I study, whatever, I get it done, I get the degree, well, now I'm set up for life. At least that's the idea, but nowadays, most of those diplomas that you're gonna get are not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything for you. That degree, not diploma, degree is not gonna do anything for you. And plus, what about all that wasted time? Imagine that degree doesn't serve you in any way, or you're just not interested in what it can offer you. Now, 4 years or more are completely down the drain, as well as lots of money. But time is the more valuable thing, and that's the thing you definitely don't want to lose. So you got to stop relying on other people's opinions, because the opinions that the masses hold are going to send you down bad avenues, down bad paths, where you're not going to live a life that you want to live. Not even close. So you avoid that by taking lots of time and effort to develop a why, a vision for who you could be. And this requires lots of patience and concentration on, I think, 2 main things: character and ability. I think if you're really trying to imagine the person you could be, those are the 2 main aspects that you need to focus on. Because with character, you need to think, well, how does this person act in the future? How does this person act in the world? How do they carry themselves? How do they speak? How do they think? What have they accomplished, and what do they aim to accomplish? What will they allow themselves to do, and what will they not allow themselves to do? That's the character part. But then you need to think, okay, what about ability? And that's part of, what did they accomplish, and what do they aim to accomplish? That's part of asking that question, because that helps you think, okay, what skills would you in the future, what skills would they have? And what skills would they be aiming to acquire? And how would those skills help them achieve certain goals that they have. And once you have that complete idea that has, you can think of it like yin and yang, character and ability. Once you have all that together and you have an understanding of the skills this person has and a complete understanding of who they are, their character, then you can really start to move forward to becoming that person. But I cannot emphasize this enough. You need the understanding of their character more than an understanding of their abilities or what skills they have. Because character helps you become the person you really want to be. And by that I mean it helps you not be ashamed of yourself. If you acquire a good character, you're not gonna be ashamed of yourself. You're gonna do things and say things, think things that uplift you and eventually uplift other people. The things you do aren't gonna diminish you in any way. So that's why character comes first. But then ability is the stuff that you need, you need in this world. Things you need to acquire in this world. Whereas character aspires towards something higher. Abilities, skills are the things that you acquire in this world and go out and do and experience and achieve and obtain in order not just to become more skilled in general, but also that helps you build character in consequence. Pursuing skills helps you build character. So once you've got that whole idea formed in your mind of the person you wish to be, you need to start thinking about the skills that they would have. And you need to write down a list of all those skills. And more ideas will come to you over time. But once you have a basic list of all those skills, it's going to help you so much. So much. I cannot emphasize it enough. A simple list of skills helped me get so much stuff done within the past year and 3 months. I mean, even just, I say this in almost every video I feel like, but even just getting my EMT certification led me down a road that I could have never imagined. Just 3 months of schooling and one big national exam. I get the certification, I have some skills, or at least knowledge of skills, and then out of nowhere, I get the opportunity to work as an EMT on wildfires in the US, and both the fires I was on were in Oregon, and I spent a total of 41 days on those two separate fires. But I could have never imagined that. So you need to have this list of skills that will direct you towards opportunity. Of course, you can't expect opportunity, and some skills won't provide anything for you. They won't. But that's why you need to just keep pushing persistence and have a vast array of skills to turn to, and a vast array of skills that you are actively pursuing at the same time, so that the chances for opportunity are so much higher. And as you do that, you're going, inch by inch, you're going to get closer to the person you want to be. And that's really going to help you avoid falling into the trap of living a life you don't want to live, becoming a person you don't want to be. It is, absolutely. From there, once you have the list of skills, you need to start as soon as possible, which means today and now, which just sounds like something a motivational speaker would say, like, what, you want to start tomorrow? No, you got to start today. It starts right now. But it is true. It does start right now. You need to start right now, because why delay? You don't have that much time. And although 100 years may seem like a lot of time, it goes by fast. 60 years goes by fast. I mean, just have any conversation about a person's life story if they're over the age of 40 or 60 years old. And I bet you within that time frame, there's a high chance that they'll go, man, I can't believe that was 30 years ago. I can't believe that was 60 years ago. I can't believe that was 50 years ago. Seems like it went by in the blink of an eye. That's because it did. It did go by in the blink of an eye. It goes by fast. And that's why you don't delay. And during that time that you are progressing and actually making serious progress towards achievement and gaining skill, you need to track yourself daily. What are you getting done each day? What are you getting done each month? What are you getting done each week and each year? It's a never-ending thing, but you also need to know what you've done in the past so that you have things to look back on for motivation to continue in the future. Because once you have a list of true accomplishments that span the length of a year, that is motivation enough to keep going. I mean, that'll hold you accountable. If you look over the past year and go, man, I was able to get so much done. Why would I give up now? What's the point? This little thing that's bugging me, that makes me want to quit. I have a list of accomplishments, a list of achievements. If I stop now, I'd be giving up on myself. So the objective is not to get to the end of your life and regret everything like so many people do. I've met a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people who get to the end of their lives and really feel ashamed. But again, that shame is expressed as anger towards the world and the path they went down, which is the common path, the well-treaded path that everybody else goes down, of primarily one of the three main avenues: college, military, or dead-end job. And after that, there's no time for redemption. You're gonna die soon. So it's a very degrading way to go. It is. So hopefully this was helpful. This was more practical advice, I think. And this is all advice that has personally helped me quite a lot. And I think the same general idea that this advice falls under, the same general category that this advice falls under, has helped a lot of other people in the past, impressive people from the past, get a lot done and live lives that they're proud of, that they're content with, so that when death comes, they are welcoming it. They're ready to go instead of fearful and ashamed. So anyway, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.